All right, guys, thank you very much. I got kicked off. I think it was internet issue or something. I don't know what is going on, but for some reason, we just came back on. So, thank you very much, guys, for your patience. Please keep sharing. Let's move on and go to work directly. All right. Let's keep sharing. And me pacho ene me no bedi nkomo ketewa bi. Nkomo na me bedi no me ma tips. Into me health tip enie. This is my health tip for you today. It says eat okra. Yes, we know what okra is. Yes, we know what okra is. But this okra na enyama bebre spiritual things kra no edoso na spiritual things because e benyambre ma kanyama okro yema wo e was spiritual a nyama e was spiritual things a ano hye. So eat okra regularly to decrease your risk of getting cancer. Getting a risk to cancer. Um, yes, risk of getting cancer, fractures, and constipation. Benefit: it contains folate, which fight against breast cancer, fatal problems during pregnancy, and aid breastfeeding. Um, Remember, this month, October, is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. All right, so bacho di okro, bomodian di okro na okro no ebe wow, very 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 good for your life. Ebe wa brabo ankasa, wankasa wa brabo no ebe wa brabo brutal and big time. Inti message say ubedi sa enyema we bi na ama wa brabo ayekama. Me pacho ene ye wo interview bi ebeye na say interview is very important to me so that we can hear the aspect of other people, who have become gay and for the reasons why they have become gay. I know Black Jesus is a very nice person. I like him so much. And so guys, please keep sharing. Let's keep on running right now. I'm going to rush through the newspaper segment. I think we are almost out of it already. So I'm going to rush through it and see how we're going to go. So now, my mema o dollar rate. Dollar rate today is 6. Hey, dollar rate across row. Dollar now I is 6.30. No, 6.35 Ghana cedis. And euro now is 7.7. And a pound now is 8.29. Yes. Info say petrol to be increased next week. Alrighty. All right. So it is what it is. I mama yenhwe enyema yebetumi aka wasem fast me nche bebre ewo ayi newspaper segment we ho me nche ekora me pacho share na yenko yanim share ma obi pacho mo am wo ha ni nyina mo share no me hu se wo share me hu se wa share wan share so me hu se wa share one share so me hu se wa share enti be sire obomode na share I now made in I see you. Abu Mora, I see you. Aretha Kwe, I see you. Grace Nyadzi, I see you. All right, guys. So let's talk about this very fast. Yeah, Sifimo. Yeah, Sifim. I guys, yes, and let's support this and let's keep on going. I network no Tracy na kwaba Tracy na kwaba Tracy na kwaba enti mesra obomodiana eti de ye ka no na mbodi say ebetumi aboa ho. All right, so more Facebook, more YouTube na on shira mo no nyamo kese ene me hot so my hot they say they me planning ya ankoye ene amfa ma me network so high off and on ade it mesra o me pa wo chow baby bia wo bia kan hunu say bear with us why Mr. 6 minutes any okay. All right, so Ekufado storms Winneba today for ECOWAS parliament opening. I said so the first clinic CEO wins 40 under 40 award. All right, that's not bad. Radio Gold XYZ back to operation. I Radio Gold XYZ back to operations. All right, good. All right, the next one. metwetwa bi so na yakoye nim. Bagbin Che Mensa locks horns. I ever lock horns because it looks like every day Che Mensa don't even respect the ombu sa minority no asante for ye binimu sa na yete we don't respect the minority. And you know it's coming from there, and I can say that it is what it is. Inti Mr. And they will always do that. Radio Gold XYZ get license back. All right, so they get license back. It's a good deal. And yeah, the number be better to have more so more they don't make sure marriage. And and the way you target there, they will metro and possible maybe Radio Gold or and others get amnesty from NCA but must meet conditions. I don't know what conditions there is, but we are going to go through that maybe tomorrow and tomorrow next going. Anti-gay bill will do the needful. Mensa Osebusu Che Mensa or say anti-gay bill we will do the needful. Adewe I serious but I don't know you no very serious very political seriousness serious pa and you know it is what it is. All right, so let's go to the next one. I think it's the same thing. I think it's the same thing. All right, so let's change the other one. All right, so we won't fail Ghanaians on anti-LGBTQI bill. NPP majority assures. John Buedu welcomes proposed amendments. Dufour's campaign video raffles Mahama's camp. All right, I don't know how that is going to raffle Mahama's camp. I mean, Dufour or they do so yet, and you know we are not even worried about that. That is not a problem yet. I mean, they know. But it's good that they also contest. We're not going to say don't contest. LGBTQI bill. Ghanaians lawmakers warned. Ghanaian lawmakers warned. I didn't have basa. One thing I make a basa and say MPs was a memo movie. Most Mukrum, most Mukrum come up. Mupevisa, more the coin. Monte Konomunia de crow for the pay. Munya the crow for the pay. I a whole lot. But one of these days I'll sit here and talk about it. Yes, I'll sit here and talk about it. It's very important that we know all these things. It's very important. Say we know all these things. Here. Okay. All right. So let's go to the next one. I'm going to rush through it quietly. 133 FM stations granted provisional license. Radio Gold, Radio XYZ, and among applications. Hey, provisional license. Abba. Hey, NCA boss, everybody. Yo, Bendu wa, Bobete, Muye dem betumi aye. Muye mfanko. Muye mfanko. All right, so Ansar Asari bombs Nana. Adwa Safo in defiance. ECOWAS Parliament opens today at Winneba. All right, that's good. Equipment Chieftaincy Affairs. Ansar Asari bombs Nana. Some bomb no more because Papa no not dreaming and you Papa. And we need to be honest about this. But bear with me why. There's no sarcasm here. Because reverse flawed Upuni ruling AG. NDC Guru reports to police over incest. All right. EC no show still ex Mahama. All right. So we are still going. Yakoso. You rush it very, very fast. Ediako. Rashid Yako, referred flawed Upuni rulings. That's all they want. And that's all they want. Cocoa Ball try. Onyega was just waiting to sentence Upuni lawyer. Or person sentencing Keke. Mube sentence pa. Yebe hezo mwenya. Madri na yemusa. Mube se madri yache. Yensu yenyi. Onkoso. Na mene se sa. Mube hu. So how many 20 cedis is there to 20 pounds? So 20, 1, 2, 100, 160 Ghana cedi equal to 20 pounds. 160 is equal to 20 pounds. 160 is equal to 20 pounds. As if hey, 20 pounds. Any year 2020. Heading. All right, actually, my for Yabi, I see you. Sam Joe Pram somewhere. Natty George. All right, so all right, so yanko enim na yenhwe because program no akechiri. All right, Ekufu Ado more interested in shortcutting than completing existing hospitals. Mahama and okre I or shortcutting. So who cut sword on your sika, you get money. When you cut sword, you get money. Some MPs have been denied visas. Want to stay away from where you are going. Stay in Ghana. Stay in Ghana. You are not patriotic. You want to go to America. You want to go to UK. Stay in Ghana. Yes, stay in Ghana. Now munye de senefata. Mun stay ho. That Akufo-Addo worsening chieftaincy disputes at Okwapemang. Oh, na Akufo-Addo they not in the saka yi mano. They don't saka be yamano. Akufo-Addo. 57 radio stations are shut down. Others back. Yes, others back. Chief of Staff insults teachers motivation fund for Ziavi Senior High. Wow. Some mami we aberwa we 80 years. I me pacho emerino eyaso. Nti e wo say me ye ward na me komanim emerino egusu a eko. I nti egusu ye de e wo say ye. Egusu ye de e wo say ya. And then many pan over Germany. Just imagine about 6 waha. By this time, I said, "Wadakura." I said, "Wadakura." I said, "Wadakura." But onyamiadum me bomb pie say my friend na obewa around wafa. Oh, you're lying, funny. Me bubble fight. Use small link. Watch it. Look small link. All right. Oh, you are done. All right, guys. Germany is late. It's late. It's very, very late, and I'm not happy that I've treated my guest like that. I'm treating my guest, in a way. I mean, you say, "Nini ebechi," but minim so beti masi. I'm so beti masi. Na mama eniachi ene. All right, so guys, and then we're going to keep on doing what we have to do. Yes. All right, so guys, are we done yet? All right, so guys, we're still on and we're still going. We're still going until he comes from morning chemi. All right, guys, keep on sharing the video and let's see how far we go. Nanama, share the video. Areta Okwe, share the video. Dachi Hima Oforiwa, please share the video. Sisto, yes, my brother is on now. I'm going to and come back soon. I'm so sorry I treated my friend like that. So let's Alright guys, this is the time. This is one of my most funniest video. I love this video, and I have my friend Collins Black Jesus on the other side, and I'm going to bring Collins right now so that we can have a very brief discussion, very brief discussion. And so this is Black Jesus right here. Black Jesus, how are you doing?
I'm good.
I'm so sorry. Everything went berserk, and I know that where you are, for you to be up to do this for me, Charlie, I love you, man. I love you, because Charlie, it's not easy.
It's 1 a.m.
I know. Like I feel bad. It's giving me pressure. Like, you know, the time I expected to, you know, get on this, it didn't get on, and it has been something else. But you know, just forgive me. I know that it's network issues and all that, so I know that you will bear with me, and you gotten up to do this for me. God bless you so much. Black Jesus.
Yes.
How are you doing tonight?
Good.
Hey.
Just managing. You know, the weather has changed, so cold and small sickness, but we are good.
I see. Welcome here anyway. I haven't had you here in a long time.
Yes.
So Black Jesus. So my point is, can you give me a little bit gist of who your personality is? I do know who you are. I've watched you, so I know who you are a little bit. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute.
If you ask who is Black Jesus, I'm just a normal, young, vibrant,
sexy,
ethic, sexy, always.
Back be all right. So when I was talking about the picture, I'm like, Charlie, I need a picture. I just say, you should have sent me. You should have asked me for a more sexy picture. Than I was like, anyway, I know you heard about this LGBT issues going on in Ghana at this moment. How do you feel about all these things going on?
Thank you for this opportunity. Once again, I greet your viewers. I hope you can hear me, right?
Yes, I can hear you very well.
Oh, okay. And I hope your listeners are also hearing
yeah
my voice. Yeah. Because I don't want to
Yeah,
Talk loud.
I think we the sound is good.
Okay, good. Talk loud.
I can understand.
One way or the other, thank you for the question.
Okay.
One way or the other, I will say this bill, as you can see, I have gone through all the bills,
Oh wow.
but memorandum, whatever they have written, I have gone through all of them, have my own doubts, have my own question, because I also, part of my job is also like an activist. So I have been also been able to sit down on a table with like some few organizations that I work with here in Germany, and also some lawyers as well, to go through this so-called memorandum that is they are tried by some judge and his team to find their way of passing this memorandum. First of all, I will say, if they try to pass this memorandum or this bill, as they call it, one hand is bullshit. The other hand, it will also be good. It's two things. It's either negative or positive.
Okay.
It will be good for anybody at all that will, or that wants to travel outside Ghana to seek asylum, to earn and get how do we call it, secure
Visas,
aim permits.
Okay.
In the other, it will be good for people that are traveling, people that are already in Europe, that are suffering to get a stay, to get a work, to be able to do something better for their life, to help their families back home. Because as it stands now, we have so many Ghanaians worldwide that are trying to seek an asylum worldwide. Anytime people goes or people try to seek asylum, they go, they say, and they use in quotes maybe gay or lesbian to seek asylum. They turn them down just because they tell them your country is safe. You can live in your country as a gay person without any problems. Forgetting we have so many problems going on in Ghana, but that's one they don't talk about it. Secondly, on the other hand, people living in Ghana, it's a threat to their life.
Okay.
It's a very big to their life. One, it tells you when you look at it, when you go through the whole bill they are trying to pass, it tells you even if you are walking on the street and somebody suspects you that you are a little bit feminine, the way you talk, the way you walk, the way you act in public, you are a suspect, which people need to report you to the police. That is the first one. So it's going to make Ghanaians, gays, acclaimed gays without any proof, feel unsafe in their own country.
That's right.
You go through this bill they are trying to pass. In some other hand, when you go through some portion, it also tells you if you are a landlord and you see somebody coming to even rent your room or your house, your apartment, and you see something fishy about the person, like the person is like feminine, the way the person talks and everything, don't give your apartment, don't give your asset or your house to that person, you need to report that person.
Okay.
So it's either that way or that way. This bill, it's for me doesn't make sense because we are all Ghanaians. They cannot tell us that Ghana, there is no gays in Ghana. It's all like this religious community trying to impose their faith, what they believe in, to suppress the minority. Because in Ghana, as it stands now, gays and lesbians, the LGBT community is a minority. We are not, it's not a bigger community. I ask myself, which human can sit down and think to come to the idea that such, sorry, in quotes, such nonsense should be passed? They forget that when they are talking, when you hear Sam George talking, he forgets that people, LGBTQI people, they were also born. They have families. They did not put into consideration what their families will also goes through. It has so many, sorry, like bullshit things that if I want to like tackle it one after the other, we will not finish this program.
So
And some
so
of the
I'm not cutting you, but I do not. I see. My point is that let's be as diplomatic as much as possible because this comes with people and lives, right?
yes.
I was thinking through. I have my main questions, but I'm adding up to what you're saying. I was thinking through. I was thinking through today, and I'm like, okay, there are people here who are Ghanaians who came from Ghana, and knowing that America has a very big gay community, and once we have this big gay community here, we work with them. We sit in the buses with them. We do all those things. We sometimes go to church with them. We do all our daily activities with them. So why is it that they will say, okay, we don't want it there. Like I told you always, I've said to people, I am not gay. I don't want it. I don't like it. But it doesn't stop somebody from liking it. We have to find out the root cause, which we are going to come there in a very minute. So
Yeah.
these people over there want to come here. They want to come here. Yet they don't like gay. They don't want to be gay. I mean, I'm not don't want to be gay, but you are coming to America knowing that this is a gay community, it's a gay country. This place is the headquarters of gayism. So why don't you stay in Ghana? Why don't you quit and say, I'm going to Ghana? If there are going to be a lot of gay people over here and do what they want, then I'm going to Ghana. And I'm asking myself, why don't you people go to Ghana then? I think about that. Because we accept them. We Ghanaians that we are here, we accept them. If you make a mess and you go to work, your workplace, and then you go and make a stupid statement about a gay person, you're going to be fired. Because it's the law.
Yeah.
You are going to be fired. You're going to lose your job on that. Okay? But now you know how to, comport yourself, walk with them, play with them, work with them, eat with them, whatever it is. But then you're going to say we don't want it. Fine. If it's a spiritual thing or is a religious thing, I understand that. I have my side and everybody have their side. But my point is that can we at least stop being hypocrite? Can we stop being hypocrite? So now, look at the bill that they are putting up. Why is it that when you find somebody who is a little bit feminine, why don't you have to rent your apartment or your house or your property to them? Why? Why? I ask myself, Miniwo. Because
You have said
if the issue is being gay or being caught having sex is the criminal offense. What about the person renting a house? Is that a criminal offense?
Yeah.
So I can understand that there are certain things that need to be amended in this issue. So, my brother, I mean, I'm trying to be very cautious of my words because this is going to so many places, so many African countries and everywhere, that I want to be as plain as I can be. So, Mr. Black Jesus, how did you become gay? Just be honest with me. People want to know.
If you start with this, we are not going to end. But
Oh, just give it a shot. Just
shortly. Let me make it short
okay.
to you. People all the time confuse themselves. We have two people in this world,
Okay.
especially when it comes to gay and lesbian. We have two different types. I keep on telling people. It's either you are born gay or you are not born gay.
Okay.
You are born gay, it means from your childhood or even from your mother's womb. That is how you came to this world. You are not born gay means maybe you learned it from school. Maybe it's a peer pressure. Maybe you were raped when you were young. So these two categories, I classify myself as I was born gay. That is how I was born.
So how do people get born gay? I'm just still wondering, like, just how do people, I mean, what is it? What do you feel when you were born? Like, what did you feel? How did you feel? How was it? Why are you saying that I was born gay? Why are you classifying that?
Yeah. The thing is that if it's not something that you can just bring it out from your heart and show that this is how I was born. It is inside you. You know, from everybody knows, or people will say, from childhood, every smart child from childhood, you can even determine from 5 years going, you can even determine what you want to be in future. And it's the same way people that say they are born gay, from childhood, they already know what they are going to be in future. We have so many people that know deep down themselves that, okay, this is how I am. But because of community, how do you call it, parental, families, and church, religion, and all that, they are afraid to come out. But if people are being given the opportunity to be free, to be who they are, that is where maybe our leaders or people will be shocked that, oh, so for all these years, we didn't know this person is like this person is like that, this person is like this.
So can I say, go ahead.
Yeah.
I'll catch it. Go ahead.
People that they are afraid and they like hate gays with passion. These are the people that they themselves, deep down their hearts, they are, how do you call it, confused. They are confused. So
you know what the problem is? You know what the problem is, Black Jesus? You know what the problem is? The problem is the bringing up. Okay, the problem, even in America, we still have people who don't like gay people, especially in prison. In prison,
yeah,
if you go to prison and you are gay, they treat you kind of different. You can't live amongst the normal population, and they have to put you in isolation or join some kind of place where everything is calm and all that. We still have people in America who don't like gay people. Now, please, what you say?
I said it's everywhere.
Yes,
even in
yes,
Germany.
yes. So, don't you feel, different when it comes to when people look at you a certain way and say, like Jesus, you are doing what God says he hates. God don't like that, because that has been our, bringing up from childhood. So when people throw that at you, what do you say? I mean, what do you say to that? Okay, no more someone okay, and then no more he, no more kaka feneke, no kaka feneke. Onyo, all you see, this is the main reason why Ghana is at the point of which it is. So, what is your argument on this particular clause?
You know, people that don't know their left from and their right are people that they get this, how do you call it, attacks with the Bible and all that. Me, I know my Bible from Genesis to Revelation. So wherever you bring the topic, I know where to tackle or answer you.
Okay, so let's take it
If
from
you
here. Let's take it from here. Assuming, let's go to the scriptures. Let's talk. I won't open scripture, but let me go to this country, Sodom and Gomorrah. Oh, you are picking the Bible. Okay, let's go to Sodom and Gomorrah, right? So Sodom and Gomorrah, the story over there was there were men. We do know from scriptures that sodomy
yeah,
existed in the days. In the days. Because it's not our time. It was in the days where, when the angels went to the house of the harlot, and then they were like, bring that man so that we can sodomize them and all that. Oh, I'll give you my daughters so that you can have sex with them. Say, no, we want the men and then the people that have come to your house. That's what we are looking at, talking about scripture. Now, in this case, this is where my point is. Knowing that is from the past. We know that. But in the scriptures, we also know that God has spoken in the Ten Commandments that, a man must not sleep with a man, a woman must not sleep with a woman, a man must not sleep with an
please
animal, and all that.
don't wait. That was not in the Ten Commandments. That was not in the Ten Commandments. So now you can continue.
Why? Why is it not? Why is it not?
Ten Commandments.
Actually, you're right. You're right. You're right. But right. But you know that it's definitely an aspect where Bible has spoken so much about it that there is no way a man must sleep with a man. It's stated very life, and a woman. I think in Deuteronomy, I don't know whether it's Deuteronomy 18 or something. I've forgotten the scripture very well, but it has spoken so much about that. So what do you think about that?
You know what? Even the Bible, it got to a time that it was a little bit, not a little bit, it was even tolerating gays and lesbians.
Can you fire us a scripture? Can you fire us a scripture? I have a scripture here too.
Let me give you Solomon, King Solomon.
Okay.
You go to Solomon, First Samuel. Oh, you are going. Don't let me preach this evening.
Don't preach. Don't. This is. Don't preach. But you hate us, and we'll be good with it. All right. So, First Samuel.
Yes.
Okay. First Samuel what?
First Samuel chapter. Wait. Give me 1 minute. I can take it also from here. First Samuel chapter 18 verse 4.
First
Samuel 18 verse 4.
18:4. Jonathan stripped himself of the robe that was on him and gave it to David, and his clothing, even including his sword, his bow, and his sash. David went out wherever Saul sent him. and behaved himself wisely. And Saul set him over the men of war. It was good in the sight of all the people, and also in the sight of Saul's servants. Should I keep on going?
No, you can stop it over there.
Okay.
And then the second one you can also.
But this place,
look.
the stripping of the clothes and all that, what does it mean? Does it tell us that they did something or something? That what they're saying?
when you read the book of Samuel, the story about David and also his master, there was a connection over there. That part, it tells us how the Bible was tolerant. The Bible, or how do we call it? The
Scripture.
God was tolerant about, they were okay that, okay, two men can be together and they will have a wife and children and nobody cares. So far as they are bisexual, it's okay. If you read the Bible very well, David and his master, they were so much in love to the extent that he has to give his daughter. It got to a time when he was jealous. He got very angry. He gave his daughter to David to get. That was the time he said, I pay you farewell. So the Bible, it got to a time, it was very tolerant. They were okay with it. That was why even that portion, they used Sodom and Gomorrah to even declare that that was the reason why God destroyed that land. Even that portion was not true, because it was okay for them gone are those days.
So are you saying that God left them there to do those things before he destroyed it? So it was okay around that time?
It was okay, and it was not because of, how do you call it, gays or lesbianism. That's why God destroyed that land. He saw sin. He saw sin. And how do you justify sin? Sin has no measures. If you sleep with, how do you call it, little children, you have fornicated or you have sinned. If you gossip, you have sinned. If you are an armed robber, you have sinned. When God sent his angels to that land, Sodom and Gomorrah, the angels asked God, so if I should go to that land and find 10, how do we call it, righteous people, are you going to forsake that land? The Lord God answered, yes, I will forsake that land. 10 righteous people. And I asked myself, wouldn't they be multiplied by now in our time of generation today? They would multiply. And it went on and say, even if I go there and find one, how do we call it, person, righteous person, are you going to forsake that land? And the Lord said, yes. But unfortunately, the angels who got to that land, they did not find a single righteous person. So it has nothing to do about gayism or, how do you call it, lesbianism. That's why God destroyed that land.
So are you saying that God, you're saying that God likes gayism? God likes gayism? Is that what you're saying?
Why not? The Bible teaches us that we were all created. My Bible teaches me I was created in his likeness and image. And from my childhood till today, I see myself as a gay or lesbian person, anybody in this world. And I say to myself, the Bible teaches me I was created in his likeness and his image. I don't know God. I have never seen him before. So I cannot say God is gay or God is not gay. I cannot say God is straight or he's not straight. I cannot say God is, how do you call it, bisexual or it's not bisexual. I cannot about that God that I don't know. What I know is that the Bible teaches me He created me in His image,
That's
in
right.
His likeness. So wherever I am today, I give glory to God. And even the Bible teaches me that before I was created, before my mom and dad met to conceive, the Lord God that I believe in already knows what I'm going to be in future. And it comes with that question. I ask myself, why didn't God stop me for whom I'm going to be today? If He tells me the same Bible they used to preach against us, condemn us, if the Bible tells me the Lord God knows me before I was conceived in my mother's womb, why didn't He prevent me of coming to this world to be a gay or lesbian?
All right. So BJ, let me let's ask you this question. But before that, let's keep on going to the question. So in this case, the bill that they are trying to pass, the bill. You see, I don't know whether or not people understand. I do understand.
People don't. People
I
don't
do understand
understand.
that people could be feminine. Don't get me wrong. I know people could be feminine. I've lived with a lot of people, and I'm telling you the very straight gospel fact. People who are very feminine are very nice people. Or let me say, most of the gay brothers I have met and spoken to, had contact with, are very, very nice people. I don't know why that is. I'm telling you, only a few are nasty, but I'm telling you, most of the people I have come in contact with are very nice people. Oh, what is that? Is that a teaching they give you, or do you have your Bible they teach you that, or what? Because it bothers my intuition that you meet a gay person and the way he will be, you know, nice about issues that you don't even have an idea. For you, for instance, why is it that people that are gay people, some of them or most of them are so nice, so nice? I've been thinking about it, I don't know why. I don't know.
You, the answer is just simple. Because women have this, like, in Akan they say badaye. Gays have a very big heart, and because we
Even
know the
even even
whole
even
world.
the male ones too. So I'll come to this. So gay people, for instance, there's two males, but one is a female and one is a male, basically. So
You can
the the
put it.
male one too, the male one too is nice like the female one.
And is that the thing is that we see ourselves as minority in this whole world.
Okay.
And I ask myself to judge the other person, no matter what. We have a very big heart to listen and how do we call it? Welcome people into our life. And most of, like, the LGBTQ community, we preach is love. That is the most important thing. If we don't love ourselves, who is going to love us? If we don't, how do you call it, extend our love to the other people, like the straight community, how do you expect people to love you back?
So
Naturally, that is their love. We are just like a woman that has a very big heart for her children or for everybody.
so BJ, let me ask you
It's a,
a very very.
naturally.
I'm going to ask you a very simple question. When did you start having this feeling actually for men?
I would not say when I start having feeling for men. Since I was born, from 5 years, I realized I'm different. I'm different. I come from a very large family, but since I was born, from 5 years going, I realized I was different.
So you haven't had sex with a woman before?
Never. I've
Really?
never tried it.
EJ,
Yes,
there are so
never.
many women out there that there's a comment right there say, "Hey, my friend, you be gay, you be nice guy. Are they women they here where they will go marry you?"
I have a girlfriend called Patisco.
Okay,
A very
I've seen her. I've seen her.
beautiful.
I've seen her. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
what do you mean, girlfriend? Are you do you go both ways?
No, but she loves me the way I am.
Yeah, we all the way you are.
You see, if I controversial again, I'm going to bring problems. Honestly, I've never had anything to be with a woman.
Anything to do with a woman?
I've said it so many times. The thing is that I believe in one thing.
Okay.
I told you I'm very, how do you call it, religious. My belief tells me that if
That
this
is
is
not good.
what you believe in, do or follow that trend. That is the way I was brought up.
Yeah.
I was brought up never to lie. I was brought up in a way that call a spade a spade. Even if the truth will kill you, just stick to the truth. As an African parent and African family, they will always have a problem, especially they know they have a young guy growing up. Your parents, your mom, your dad is expecting to have their grandchildren from their son, and it's not coming. Their son has to get married to a woman and all that, and it's not happening. Definitely, from the beginning, they will have problems with you. They will find it very difficult to understand your feelings. From other families are also giving them so many questions coming to them. When is your son going to give birth? When is your son going to get married? So even our parents alone, they have so many, how do we call it, stress in on them. So you will not find it easy. No African family will say, "Oh, I had it so easy." But the thing is that they gave birth to you. There is no human garbage anywhere that a parent can say, "Okay, since my son is not what I wanted, I'm going to throw that my son or my daughter in that human garbage." You can never kill your son or your daughter if you find out. From the beginning, it will be very difficult for you to understand. Most of the African themselves, where did they go wrong? What didn't they do to their son? They have so many stress to themselves that not everybody, a son, or you have given birth to a young boy, and all of a sudden the young boy grows up, and then it is that you have to stand firm. If only it's true what you are saying. With time, I think they will learn how to tolerate, and they will learn how to also live with it throughout their entire life.
So what will happen if they don't pass this bill? Like if they don't pass that bill, how would you feel?
Already that they have not passed this bill, people are going through a lot of, how do you call it, discrimination, stigma, and also harassment already. People don't feel safe coming out from their homes to even go and look for a job or to even continue with their day-to-day activities. There is this guy who went to work in the morning. So he went on break, decided to go out and buy food to come and eat at the office. He drove his car, went out to buy food. He parked at a food joint to buy a food. Immediately before he would close his car door, somebody just hit him from behind. That I know you. You are gay. You are your talk, the way you walk, everything about you. You are gay. You are evil. Then they started causing alarm. The guy beat him till blood flowing on him. They torn his clothes. This guy went to the police station to report. The police turned him off. He couldn't go to his workplace again. As I'm talking to you now, he's at the hiding point. He cannot come out from his house. He's scared of his life. So it tells you that already that this bill has not been passed. People, Ghanaians, not foreigners, they are also Ghanaians, are scared of their life. You may walk on the street not knowing who is going to you. It's a very serious, delicate issue we are tackling. People have not really gone through this bill to understand what exactly is in this bill. The whole thing people are only concentrating about is these are men trying to have sex with men. These are women trying to have sex with women. But to go deep down, not taking their time to, how do you call it, read the whole memorandum, what they have written. How does somebody, two grown-up men, things they do in their private room affect a whole, how do you call it, a whole nation? Gayism or lesbianism has been there for ages, decades. I have some stories. Today I was trying to look for it. I published it some time ago. Even in our society, years ago, there was a gay marriage in Ghana. Takrady, somewhere. So years ago, which was documented. Gayism has been in our community, in our country for so long. Gays and lesbian people, we tolerate them, although it's not accepted. Human beings, that this memorandum, this bill is trying to bring division among Ghanaians, among blacks. When you listen to the news, when you listen to some of the things that they put out there, as if these are different people. These are not Ghanaians. These are foreigners that have jobs, that traveled from another country to live in Ghana. Forgetting these same people also have families.
BJ, you know where was when we're coming up, when we're going to school, we're hearing these things in school, and people were doing it, and people kept doing it. We know that there are people who are gays who choose to do this in a secret, but there came a time why, do they want to come out and come in? Why do they want to be free, knowing that this has been going on for so many years? Why do they now want to come out in the shadows and do this? Because my problem and my worry is, one, there are people who enjoy sleeping with animals. There are people like that who enjoy doing that, and it has become a preference, and we know there are people who do that over here, and even in our African countries, there are people also who are sleeping on animals, dogs, cows, bulls, whatever. For me, I think that is extreme. And the reason why Ghanaians are, I think they are trying to shut that down. I believe that when they open the door for, the lesbian to go or the gay to go, Now they're going to come back. Now I also like sleeping with animals. I want my right. I also like sleeping with a goat. I like my right. I want to sleep with a dog. I have my right. I know it's not everybody that does that. Doesn't that bother you to that extent when that comes up? Because all that is included in one bundle.
That I actually don't see it. That not talking about like animals.
It's because you know there are people who are saying that most of them know that this is how it is. The LGBTQI plus or whatever is attached to it, and people believe that there's going to be more.
Only things LGBTQI are not calling for legalization. That is a misunderstood statement from what they wanted. The LGBTQI from beginning only wanted security as Ghanaians, as human beings. Because at a point in time, they found many documented cases that people are. They go to police station to report the incident. Somebody that has been assaulted, you will not believe that when he takes his issue to the police station, the police will rather favor the person that assaulted the other person. So they felt like they don't have any security. They don't have any protection as Ghanaians. So from the beginning, they were only asking of basic protection, security as human being, upside down. That they want their right. Nobody was asking for their rights. I remember two times. It will take maybe 100 years or 200 years. It will take decades before Africa will get to that standard. But what the people wanted is basic protection. Give us protection. Treat me as a normal human being. That when I'm walking on the street, what do you call it? Proud to walk to a police station and report my case, report my incident, and the police will, how do you call it? Assault about a gay person has been taken to the court for them to receive, how do you call it, their judgment, for the other people to be able to make it a foolish case.
Now, BJ, I was watching a video and we seen a few marriages in Ghana. We saw, but my point is, why is it that they cannot just put themselves in the right way where they cannot be found? Because I don't care, because no guy will go and have sex on the street. No guy and girl will have sex on the street. Everybody does it in the room.
As I told you, the protection is for their own life.
Okay.
So in so many years that even people get sacked from their job place because somebody gossip, okay, this person is gay. People don't get positions, person is a gay person. It's not, how do you call it, does not belong this position. And for the people, that's how these are people over 30 years. If they are in their closet, I don't think how do you call it, this marriage you are talking. And as I say, what I do in my private room should not be a threat to somebody. Let me say, let's, how do you call it, put it this way. You are straight. You go to your bedroom with your wife. Why does that concern me? Gay people have been in existence for so many years. They never march on the streets complaining that straight people have anal sex with their wives in their private room. They should catch them. They should make law that will bring them to, that will, how do you call it, jail them. So why is it that people, the straight world, let's put it this way, the straight world are more very concerned about gay or lesbian people, what they do in their private room? If I don't think about what you do, why are you so concerned what I do in my private room? And I keep on saying, if it has to do with minors, if the person in this act is below 18 years, you let's say below 20 years, they can even increase the age. If it's below 20 years and the person is being caught, I support it. The person can even go 100 years in jail, I don't care. But the fact that these are two grown-up people over 20 years, they know what they are doing. Why should I even bother myself thinking that these people are going to have sex? Forgetting this memorandum or this bill that they are trying to pass. If I were to be them, first thing that I would fight for, that they should close all boys' schools in Ghana. They should close all girls' schools in Ghana. Because when you read this memorandum very well, it tells you that if two guys are even caught coming out from a room or coming out from a bathroom, they should be caught to be taken to court to be jailed for 10 years or 5 years. So why do we still have boys' schools in Ghana? Why do we still have girls' schools in Ghana? Definitely, they are all boys. They will be bathing together. They will be doing things. You know, boys, when we are all together,
Play
out
around.
of joke, play, we'll be touching each other. Oh, maybe two boys are in a boys, how do we call it? Boys' school bathing together. One will say, sorry for using this words. Your dick is big. Or where did you, why you have big dick like this? They'll be playing. You see,
It's true.
two
I've seen
boys
it. It has happened.
in a
It
boy.
happens.
Yes, it happens. In a boys' school, you will all come out from the bathroom and one will spank the other person's ass and say, your ass are too big. So first thing they should be fighting for, that they should close all boys' schools. They should close all girls' schools.
All right. So,
They are,
my brother, there's one question too I want to ask you. I think we have to be doing to get off. Now, my other question is that guys on here, if you want to ask a question, please ask your question and put at Sapporo to it. Ask your question or say at Sapporo. Then you put your question to it so I know that you are talking to me. I may not be able to get everything, but I may get some of them. I won't get everything, but hopefully you guys can be able to, you know, you know, I can see what you are writing. See, I'm not here to come and spice anybody. No, that's not the reason for this program. I just want people to understand the personalities of people. People have different personalities and all that. And that's why we are here and to ask questions of what is going on in Ghana. So, Mr. Kroger, Mr. Agbedanu, so there are health issues on this
yes.
issues, these things. I have spoken to a few guys way back in Ghana that get how do you call it small diseases and problems, especially they say HIV and all that. They say is a reason why they want to make sure that these retroviral drugs that the government is buying and subsidizing over $200 million and all that are not helpful. Number one, our hospitals are not basically are equipped for that kind of treatments. And so I was just thinking in this aspect, the very, very health issues that are in this, you know, uh, sexual stuff. I mean, don't they alarm you or people? Because they say
Oh,
that people get infections. Oh, no, I'm being real. Like, I just want to,
I'm
and
also going to
I
be
know
real
people
with
want to,
your answer.
people want to. Yes. So, you know,
I'm also going to be real with your answer. You
go
know
ahead.
what? That is this question people they are trying. You see, they don't have any points. They don't have any argument to bring on the table. So they all the time try to look for some like ways to bring something on the table for people to say that okay, because of this, so this is not good for these people. As I'm telling you right now, I'm a very grown up man. What they are talking about, or I have not seen it anywhere before. One, even how do you call it? What they call normal in our African, how do you call it? Sexual right, Ghanaian family values. We have even women, straight women, that also have diseases in their, how do we call it, private parts. They have wax, they have so many, how do we call it, sexual diseases, gonorrhea and everything. It's not only about gays, it's not only about lesbians, it cuts across human beings, be it gay, how do you call it, straight, bisexual, sickness, or how do you call it, infections, is there for everybody. The only thing is that you have to know how to take care of yourself.
Right,
You
I
don't take
open the
care
phone
of
lines.
yourself
I'm
well.
opening the phone lines so we can get off the thing. I'll take like 3 calls or 4 calls, and I'm going to get off of it. All right. So I have a message here, with as I specified, Jennifer Amoa. I said, at Saforo, please tell my Abuzike president I love him. All right. So
I love her too.
Now Dodua says at Saforo, ask him how they give birth if they want to start having babies. So that's one of the questions somebody just asked. If you can answer that later if you want. And
Just a quick one. I
okay.
want to ask the person that asked that question. Is life all about procreation?
All right. So now Dodua.
Where was it written in the Bible or in this world that everybody that came into this world need to give birth?
All right. So the phone calls have begun coming in already. Hold on for a minute.
Okay.
All right. Hello.
We've not.
Sir. Yes, madam. Sorry. How are you doing? Mm. You can hear you. You can hear her, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, find out why you hear me.
Fala, hold on.
Oh, right. Oh, right. Oh.
Kachi, now. All right, thank you. All right, Fila. Please, Fila. Fila. Hello. Hello, Fila. Hello.
Saforo.
Yes, sir, boss.
Hello, Saforo.
Yes, sir,
Yeah.
boss. Ni?
Yeah, today.
When you me able.
Drum on mu yanyuba fine.
Okay.
Saforo, ofan minka mabbi mbraga shi eyangalo.
Oh, e benga. Eke imbi baka oyengalo.
Himbe na ne wo.
Eke benga. Bo kwele, come here, no bile.
Mepele.
Ofan benga.
Eke benga.
E baby le hu.
Eke baby.
Ni baby hu.
Dabi ke baby.
Eke baby.
Dabi.
No ke ekule nge gay ke lesbian ke emami ke papa emami fi konkon e ko ba follow lo. Achi gay ke lesbian me pi me nu ke nu wo. Ni yo ke yo nwo. No Ghana bin ta akanse kan bi ne.
She bought like the kedi na manya me cancel. You know that, right?
No bila
Bought like anya stop na kaniye.
Adabi anya stop motion sani Ghana man me sano. Sani wo oba entertain kan ni na Ghana man.
All right, thank you very much. Hello. Hello. Oh, network. All right.
But even, how do we call it? Even population in your Ghana, just let me say something quick.
Hello.
Look at it.
Hello.
Good evening.
Yes, boss.
Yeah. Vichioni adofuni na
Yes, sir.
Aha, yo. Thanks for this rare opportunity. I any obia.
Hold on.
BJ there.
Koso.
BJ the debi amitati nka okun ntokwa debia. Tika so bisi bichado bebre. Right.
Yes,
Now, me England Hanum and most of my trading I'm a mango it's dealing with this group of people. Therefore, me no have Martin Bebriase. First and foremost, Ghanaian community need a lot of education because this homophobic attitude and this holier than thou attitude of always judging others. It's not the way the world is going to go forward. For example, in England, at least, me in the train, I can't judge any of my learners. I have trans, I have gay, lesbian, bisexual. I have all sorts of people with different sexual orientations. But the law is that you cannot judge anybody just because of their sexual choices.
Yeah.
And this is what our Ghanaian community are refusing to understand. They're always using the Bible. The Bible is written by somebody. The Bible is a foreign religious belief that was brought to a black. That is not it. Okay, Yebeka's the culture. Our culture frown on it. But the fact is, as BJ is clearly saying, my issue here is that there are some people who are, but they are born naturally like that. Because maybe as I'm growing,
that is where my problem is. That's where my problem is, where people are born like that. He said that, and I can see the feminine aspect of guys. I've lived with a lot of them. We used to have a guy that lived with us that was very feminine. Anytime he's talking, the hands, the way he does his things is very feminine. I know that aspect.
Absolutely.
But does it mean that they are born to be gay in that aspect?
Well, no. What I think is that you see, Unipana is a man. He's got a masculine physics, but inside, on the mind and everything is feminine. It is not a choice.
So do you think with that aspect there could be any help or something? Because I want
How?
me share na me who say to
What
say
do you mean? Because
yeah,
and this is the difficulty that we have.
that's right.
They themselves, they have the difficulties, so they have psychological problem. So obi who so a bema. Na ni nyama nyina no ntimi and behave like a man or have the affection towards a man.
Yeah.
This is a dilemma for them themselves. It's a big issue for them. And therefore, what would tell us in chance on one casa crowd no or any panic so and tell us the only man is say or a bema and so maybe be yet to so ba and or poor ba. This is the issue. So we have to just accept what they are and give them the support. Until the person is torn between, am I going to be a woman? How am I? But even though the uncle said, okay, me for ya boo uncle abrim, obi or bema, obi soba. The parents are hard, they beat, they do all sorts of torture and humiliation to this child. So on sister, but the child doesn't.
All right,
my last point, BJ, is that most of these gays, whether we like it or not, they are very industrious. Most of these designers, they are all gays. And over here, but my problem is that at the moment in Ghana, I think, sir, we need more education than to just adapt it because we may not be prepared to support them as the advanced world do.
Thank you very much. Felicia Cafe. Felicia. At the saying. Colin. That's it. What make you going to right here? Oh, my college class, that's it. That's it. All right. 6 4. But hold on, why? Hold on. Now don't let him patrasa.
Yo, Papa. When Yamisra, Papa, programming many pa, media platforms in so. I pray, say, and Kopo take you one more time now, Mashe. But I get back one me person me can say. When we go to the scientific way now, there is no gene in any human being say ya bone say ana ya wone say onye gay. Me paucho, this is a scientific way we are going.
Okay.
Abrofo nankasa ye woma hwɛ nipa genes ni nyinaa mu. There is no gene. Papa, the common sense about this thing they say na nyame create onipa oba ne bema. Ɛna mmoa nso no o create wɔn oba ne bema. Adana odwan any odwan bema, any odwan bema, ɛna have you thought about this? And more crazy the abnormality in this. And
Taforo,
what doesn't even
no, let
accept
me come
it.
in before she finishes.
There is no scientific way.
Hold on. Make it.
I want to ask the woman now, or Kasa the Saint, has she ever been to the animal kingdom before? Is she an animal? If you are not an animal, you've never been to the animal kingdom before, you cannot talk about what the animal kingdom, what it happens over there. So if you want to make your point, but don't go to a moanis animal. If you say unya abwa, wako hoda, unim dia, unya a moa and snada, ubeti nyaka a moa cramp no mo yes.
Alright, hold on.
Moa
6
if anything, omuntemuda and you are moa.
At the same.
But I have a dog.
How the casa?
And who have seen Prepon bear money.
I didn't come here to read Bible.
That's right. So we can't Bible. If you ever man. I mean that's it. All right, hello. Oh, Melusu Nadoleo. Hello. 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 Oh, another me calls no drop a power. Almost about 300 calls. 300. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Okay.
Hello. Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay. I've been enjoying the program, but we must not entertain this kind of people. Because actually,
what we say, I want us all to be respectful. So, like I say, this kind of people are, I won't take that.
Listen,
okay, I would say this kind of people. Me person, we are respectful. Make your point. Me gay. Me say, we say, we don't make it data. I would understand that aspect. Yes, because my father has said, no, because he's. Yes.
I would draw that. I would draw that statement.
Yes.
I say me person oji bibi tum or who say
there is nobody under this earth that is born to be a gay. There is nobody under this earth.
Okay.
Although we have some people that
I don't know your statement. Into the statement
okay, we have some people that are born as they behave like a woman.
Why they behave like a woman?
But that doesn't mean that they are gay. If God, if actually they are gay, like why did God give them that sex organ?
All right, let me ask you a question. I understand. Let me ask you a question. Do you know there are women that has penis and they also have vagina?
That one I know.
And do you know that there are women that have have breasts but they have penis? You know that there are people like that?
I know.
Okay.
I even have a friend.
I can believe that there could be medical mistakes or hormonal mistakes. I can believe that. But when you say that it is not that, I don't think that's. But Ude Kasa because
actually, he is protecting his right, but he should also bear in mind that under this earth nothing is hidden. So whatever that they feel they should do it. But for Ghana, we are not going to accept it. If this don't happen in Ghana, the whole country is going to be destroyed because especially we the youth, we like money, and actually what is happening in Ghana, the system is hard. So if this goes on, it is going to destroy the whole country.
I don't think anybody is saying that they should. I don't think anybody is saying that
we are not going to.
They should allow them to marry. I don't think they are saying that. I don't think anybody has said that. He said that in the beginning. All right, thank you very much. Father. Hello.
Hello, Saforo.
File is saying.
Me pacho yan kupa from there yeah na nado amomo na enyo Saforo.
Matthias yeah. File kosuma me dey nko.
Yo Saforo de edi kai me bo abaso. Yan kupa nhira o empejo. Enya o kase ntu nkwamaye na de bia wo sori bo aduma pa na mai Ghana enko nanim. Enhira ya papa no so a waka ho no. Na min kan chawo se yankopon hira me papa Kabintila empejano enya no kase entu ni nkom enfamaye na de bia won soro mbo adwuma pa na e mai Ghana akona ni mpa bo we enka ya papa Kabintila adwuma fo nyina ene ni maame ni papa ni na apusia fo nyina na min cha me incoming national organizer Yusuf Yamin na min cha me incoming regional Asante regional chairman lawyer event Samon kwa na Saforo unim bibi
it's you.
Yes. Ayenumi. For on my Ghana, your team, your business is agu. Your importers and exporters, ebre, market woman, esu, education, agu, manual ye truka, no millionaire do no me way, ebe senaka Ghana home. Wouldn't say gay, the bonny, gay Islam kutia, gay Christians kutia, gay anonymous busum fokra, kutia because gay enya adi papa gay. Enya dia eba be susu ye ka se bema ni bema enda eba ni bema enda enumi ba ni coronavirus kwa yare na ba ye nya ho aduro nu na ge yare so embeka ho minu ese foro ye ka na kura manyame ba bia na nado di tibi o manu tibi e ko no enyo ye enyo bia so na edi ge nu animu na nado lawyer 2020 lawyer akoto ampom na wodi animu a wodi ge fo yachi safaro besinde yenti se president Nanado waka de e dia fa ho nti ye kasa Nanado di gay abagana yendi kan abrata mess
file to you what says how dey we this thing was existing because school no when I was in school my SP they were doing that and we caught them one time it has existed. Well, it has existed. Ebinum the year monyema, ebinum so normal. I don't know what it is, but why you know chirewadwen na ye move on na ye nko anim na mfa next call bi chire.
Yo me de madwin nyina ne se genu de enya adepante sere ye papa Ronaldo sa genu de wonye free na momu because ɔman no kura nyɛ na di gay bɛka wo di amenu ayɛ asɛm antina ta mess ɛka kyɛ sɛ we adibɔni we na me di bɛba mama misika mo fa musika John Mahama ka the same thing mampende da kufo ka the same thing bananado kojina lendel ɛka sɛ ɛkɔba sɛ mimi ne wo sɛ foro ɛkɔma pressure gay betimi aba ama yeye adenti na timi ba no sa
all right father be that's it
yo sɛ foro mayɛmbɔ mpaeɛ
oh my Lucifer, oh my goodness. Oh
Safaro.
yeah, Nyemi. Run up. Let's
I think the whole, how do we call it? The concept or the whole thing, people are
understanding it.
Misunderstanding it and misinterpreting it. The illiteracy in our society, in our country, in our community is too high. That is our problem. How can somebody tell me that LGBTQI human beings, how do we call it? Seizing the development of a country. It's actually something that when you think about it, you don't get it. You ask yourself, the developed countries that have even legalized it, are they not living? They are even moving forward. The developed countries that have legalized it are leading even your country, our country, thousands of years behind. And when you sit down and you hear, I don't know the gentleman or the people that are commenting, are calling to even talk like this, I even ask myself, do they even read? Do they even watch international news? Do they know where the world has gotten to? How can people be so archaic?
BJ, please hold on for a minute.
About
hello.
Hi, Sapporo.
Yes, sir, boss.
Yeah. Good evening.
Good evening,
calling
Tote.
from Mampong.
Mampong.
Papani.
I heard the saying.
I feel for the gentleman you are interviewing. It's not easy.
Yeah.
You know, it's not easy. From the expression, I really understand it. Look, Sapporo, when I was in school,
okay,
one guy approached me, started playing with my backside. And I said, what is wrong? He said, he loves me. Well, I said, nonsense. I'm not into that game. I'm a man. I love having fun with women. You know, the guy was in it, and at the same time, he was married eventually after school. But he died. He died out of these diseases and whatnot because he couldn't stop it. You know. Hello?
And how many years are you talking now? How many years is this?
Way back 1982, 83.
Okay.
I was just about writing my O level, right?
Oh, wow.
It's so sad. It's so sad.
You were O level at that time.
At that time.
Hey, Oda.
And there was gayism in the school.
Yeah, it's been there. It's been there. That's the point.
It's been there. But you see, the point is that whilst we've been living with them, there was no problem until this issue of unfortunate statements. And then they started mounting the pressure. If it had been so like with our previous presidents have stated, we will be living with them quietly and nothing of that sort would have happened.
Exactly.
But the moment the president said where there's pressure being mounted, it is bound to happen. Then they started setting up offices in our communities and in our country, and which is very dangerous. So we've been living with them all this while. Nobody has chased them from their homes.
That's right.
Nobody has beaten them or whatever until this unfortunate statement. And I'm very sad. I feel for the gentleman, honestly. So if he is a man or a woman now, I don't know. And then this so-called transgender thing. Look, everybody who is born has a DNA, and your DNA determines if you are a male or a female.
That's right.
It may become sometimes scientifically, you may be a male, but you have a female genital organs and the rest.
Yeah.
There are those few exceptions, and these are mistakes which came about during conception.
That's right.
You know, and so then there are a way with that what of educational facilities must be set up for these people, and how to, I mean, I don't know the word to use. You know, there are some who have intentionally turned themselves into gay just because of making money, and which is an exception to the rule.
I don't know your jacket.
Yeah.
I am a comment. They are like that. You are saying that there are people that are like that, and there are other people too who are in there who just want money and they have gone into it.
Exactly. And that is my fear. And you see, some of these guys who are into this game, no, some of them are trying to woo some of the innocent youth to their side. Now, if they should continue and multiply and there is no more procreation, what happens to the world? What happens to the world? You know,
the question here, one question I want to ask you, one question I want to ask you is that, I mean, I know we are supposed to be reproducing, but I mean, in our age and time now, are we supposed to be doing that only for reproduction? Procreation?
Oh. Sex is made for fun too as well, but it must be man and woman affair. Hold on here.
Yeah.
So, Saforo.
Obomitwe.
Yeah. Onwishi. Whoa, noni penny or me this kind of the minors in those they need help. They need help. They must open up some psychological facilities to tune them up. And you see, right from the word go now, I don't know if he was born in the midst of women, but way back in Adabraka, where I stayed, there was a guy who was born in the midst of women. He grew up like a woman and he started doing this gayism thing. He is dead now.
Okay. All right, thank you. Thank you. No.
Well, back by five. Well, we
hello.
Chase them. We five.
Hello. Yes, sir. Can you be brief? 1 minute. Your chair be a jab so. Debe ni back to Adiachi. Mama Nanda. Mama. That's right. All right, that will be my last call. Hello. Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening. Saying.
Yo, Pacho say.
Emi adum. Bacho kasane enko 1 minute.
Pacho, midindi Abubakar me kasafri Asante Mampong suta.
Yo, Asante Mampong.
Okay. Na minchia koma ye penyini. Dia obekasa asisi akọ no. Okay. Me da asese manya mo pa anytime bia me fira me nyam. Abe good say nde dia enso me saka mo.
Kasa.
Me da otumfo asipa se no. In fact, ya wasumu. Ya wasumu what you say?
That's right.
Na saforo de kan ho am pese me kasa no yesisi a be ma ya oti wo ye. Ase be ma wo ye nice pa o. Nice pa but ayi sebu nyame se nka na kure. Nipa nso wo ye nice enu nkyire se bia. Wama ya Ghana for sebu in fact me anisi bibisu ye wura ho because oti we wanya ebi to say president minister ebi ho obeti ma ye so busa ho say
uye gay I would be the president na ya pay for uri dey pay for no ye ya pay for no ye
there be mpacho minim mpacho Saforo.
Yeah.
Sabu, all say in Ghana here or in Africa here. In fact, our life is different.
Yeah.
And then we are difficult to understand things. Do you get what I'm saying?
That's right.
And although you see, sometimes we are believe what do they call it? That's Christians and the Muslims and those more than like what this man is doing. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see, Saforo, let me tell you something. I like Nana Akufo-Addo president. So when he legalized this man, like a LB, what I don't even know how to mention it. And then he should also legalize all in armed robbers in Ghana. One. You also listen to me.
But armed robbers and gay people are two different things. I mean, you are making a lot of you're making a lot of nice things. But obi oye or no chira will say side of say you won no obi oye armed robber no abas as so be fatu how do you legalize these two together?
Saforo, let me come. Obiani was as we so you won't say one be lesbianism and I say
at this moment, you know, or no edge how he feels. And as a Uko books or no feeling. Now we are not here judging, but you just make your statement and let's go
Saforo. Yeah, Quran, Mimi Kremoni, a Quran say, oh, yeah, you be crampona, who more, you be or Atamuda win consequence of the film.
That's right.
Mammy Kanachi, not ye. All the Viasiano. Yam penny for Mimi ye, Kunkomani Asebu, make a baby achiro. Yes, Apanchi. Which is Saforo?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah,
Saforo. Yes, Apanchi, Bahen, and Mammy Anum. And also Eddie Diane. What is the American?
Yeah.
Natio, several, the old kind of Saforo. And Mammy be making statement say, what did you compare and more but minimum the mission?
What did you compare more or say Abua or ye Bema or any young Bema that pain? That's what she said. One guess or the compare Abua.
Okay, fine. Saforo. Mr. Mami making is that point. No, entry. You say one compare need to say like one compare this. I will make statement be actually say. Now, we bema. What you say? We bema. No, what time we bema yonku. No more da. Just imagine. Now, say we Ghana. How they can buy population? That kind bema population. Now who make who choice? Yamin so amos how.
Osi Opemba infancy wa medase.
Oh, na bi na Opemba na obusan se wa enya oba na ewu no. Opemba so oba na ewu bema. Gentlemen, if you know baba don't Opemba ba na ewu.
I mean, I see. I will make a film. Call my bar. Who's a walk pano hour. Over here more.
Can program will be the phone line said the program cannot continue because we have not even dealt or even gone halfway of the topic.
Yeah. No, but BJ, you see, the problem is that I like the interaction today, and the interaction today is great. And why I'm saying this is because some people don't understand, some people don't know. So it is good they know. It is not going to change you, a person, but
That one is true.
That's right. So I mean, people can learn from what you are saying. They can either choose not to learn, but we are not here to castigate you. We are here to hear your case and your personality and why, and that is just it. And I just want people to understand this. Okay, I just want people to understand this. So this is where we have come. And
Wait,
honestly,
I want to make one statement.
okay, go ahead.
You see, I keep on saying that people always twist their conversation.
Yeah.
People twist the topic. The moment they hear gay, lesbian, LGBT, it's just one thing that comes into their mind. Oh, they want to have sex. They want to have sex. Excuse me to say, sorry to say this. Oh, anal sex, vaginal sex, both women and women. They twist the whole issue. Nobody is talking about sex. As I said, if a woman and a man goes to their private room, do we know what
they doing
happens over there? For all you know, maybe it's the woman that is fucking the man. You may not know. That is their private room. If I go to a room with a man, it shouldn't be about sex. If I'm lying on my bed with a man, it shouldn't be about sex. Why do Africans always want to contradict themselves, wants to change topic, wants to, how do we call it, come to easy conclusion for their fellow human beings? I'm talking about my safe, how do you call it, security. I want to feel as a human being.
That's right.
I want to feel as a Ghanaian when something happens to me, I can, how do you call it, go to the police station, report my case, and make sure that I get a fair judgment. I want to be felt as a human being that when I walk, when I'm sick and I go to hospital to get treatment, a doctor will not pick a Bible and start to preach to me that, oh, you are gay. When was the last sex you had? You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
But Africans, as we are, anytime they hear gay, lesbian, then they jump into conclusion, oh, two men want to have sex. I can swear to you, for the past 6 months, I've never had sex, but I'm married. I can be with a man for 1 year that we don't even have sex. It baffles me when some Africans are talking. The moment they open their mouth, you can hear the illiteracy from them. It's high time people change from this illiteracy. People should get education. People should get updated. That anytime they hear about gay, it should not be about sex. They should sit down as the people that are calling, the people that have been watching this program. You come on the program, you just see that or hear that, oh, the person sitting there is gay. Instead of you to take a minute, Listen to the words that is coming out from the person's mouth. No, they just jump into conclusion. Oh, anal sex. No, they want to have sex. They want to do this. They want legalization. Just sit down, listen to what the person is saying. If you have a question, you ask the question based on what the person is saying. Since we started this program, I never hear anywhere in this program that I was talking about legalization.
Yes, that's a
My
fact.
main focus was basic security as human beings, basic health care as a normal human being. That when I walk on the street, I feel safe. That when you see me walking with a friend on the street, that you don't judge into conclusion. You don't jump into conclusion that these are gays. Then you start assaulting them on the streets.
That is not good.
So I
That
will
aspect
beg
is not
my
good.
fellow Africans, my fellow Ghanaians, that this kind of lifestyle, this kind of jumping into conclusion so quick, that is what is bringing our country back.
Yeah.
It's a pity a white man looks at Africa and tells us that Africans are far beyond, we are like backwards. Decades, which is very bad. You said
Sad.
something that I was very happy. There is nowhere in this world that we can say this is European culture. Their culture is gayism and lesbianism.
Yeah.
Every country started the way Ghana started before they came to conclusion that these people are human beings. They are our brothers. They are our sisters. If they say they want protection as human beings, the way people harass them, we should give it to them. Germany, for instance, years back before they legalized it, people were beaten, people were tortured, people were mishandled.
Yeah.
And they sat down and they thought, this kind of things is not human. We should love each other. And you will hear Christians come to call on this program instead of them to listen to their education, instead of them to say something better. Preach love. We are all human beings. We should love one after the other. We should tolerate each other. Saforo, let me ask your viewers one thing. If you go to a chop bar, and me, for instance, like let's say we go into a chop bar, I meet you, Saforo, in a chop bar.
Yeah.
Me, honestly, I don't eat kokonte. I hate kokonte in my life. If I see kokonte, I will run.
Hey.
I walk into a restaurant or a chop bar, and I see you, Saforo, eating kokonte. Because I say I don't like kokonte, because I hate kokonte, then I come to you, give you a slap,
for eating kokonte,
beating you because you like kokonte. Is this human?
No.
Can people be reasonable for 1 minute? I have to learn how to tolerate you. I come into a choba, a restaurant. I don't like kokonte. You love kokonte, you are eating kokonte. It's my duty to tolerate you, love you as a normal human being, that you also love kokonte. If I don't love kokonte, it's my problem. I have to know how to learn how to deal with you, be with you as a human being. And these basic things, Africans or Ghanaians, we find it so difficult to understand. We find it so difficult to understand. Why wouldn't the white man still look at us and call us like funny names, say stupid things to us? Because common basic things, Africans and a black man will find it difficult to understand and to tolerate. It's very bad. When when they start to talk about gays and lesbians, they talk about we are not being born by a woman. They did not carry us 9 months. They talk as if we were just picked from a stone or from a tree. And these are people, someday they will go and sit in church. When they break, they will go to their mosques saying they are preaching or they are praying to their God.
Hold of you in some little call. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, I just saying.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you? Where are you calling
I'm
from?
good. I'm good, man. From Ghana.
Where in Ghana?
Yeah. From Ankafu Psychiatric
Oh,
Hospital.
I can fix agriculture. Okay, so what is your contribution?
Yeah, I think I've been following their program from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So now what I wanted to come in with, we have to see the homosexuality as a whole, as a mental condition. Yes. That the new DSM-4 even talks about homosexuality. But we, the blacks, and we always try to use our religious to make our religious overshadows.
Okay, I'm listening.
Okay, we make our religious belief overshadows our judgment. That's
Okay.
the main reason why we try to victimize those with such problem or those with such feeling. Being a homosexual doesn't mean you are sinning or that. No, we should see it to be a condition of which they need extra care, extra love from we, their friends or family, so that we can help them to overcome or to go through from it. I've
So
got a
so you
chance
you
to.
were, you were there. So at this moment, do you think that they need help?
Yes, they really need
Why?
help.
Why?
We always say we have the normal. The normal norm is a man to a woman.
Mm-hmm.
But once someone deviates from that man to woman, they become what? A disorder.
Disorder.
So there's a deviation of which we can help them to get back to the normal norm. Yes, you have chosen to be with the females. Yeah, that's the normal. But based on how it could be, the causes of such problems are plenty. So depending on what made the person went through such, that's our main focus. So we have to show love to them instead of victimizing and trying to say, yes, care or more, we are chasing them. That's not the right approach
Yeah,
to tackle
but
such
a
issue.
hundred there, I do not agree. Say, because what me feel say Ghana. Oh, the way I sometimes I told you I'm who video be na me ho. Say you see obi akọfa boy bi na akọdate na so hwilechi na twine fi form sa naked twine fi form sa na abonu sa. No, those things are not good. Enye. Okay, so you are saying this. Maybe one day I should find a doctor that knows more about this. So we'll talk about this so that we can also have our people see his point of view as well. And so you feel that it's an order where it's a disorder where they need help. How are we going to help them? By injection, by pills, by counseling, or by what?
Yes, you did mention counsel. Counseling is one. And it's all about trying to know the main cause. Once you know the main cause, that will be much appropriate for you to what? Tackle it. Ebia obi woma because of poverty in na okomu. So once you're able to tackle the poverty and you engage the person in counseling, and that's one we call behavior modification therapy. That's trying to modify the person's behavior. That's how you go by such problem.
Into
It is
Obia,
Obianes,
Obia also feel say, oh no, he was born like that, or tisa, or ya koladi nyina, yes, or you could do besia, or you funny, girlish, feminine. And also, what do you do?
ebi mo de ye hormonal. Or show more of the female characteristics now.
Okay.
In America, the need in counseling. Area me say your friend kwadwo besia me nye besia ya kama me smart jatin so and the me nye kwadwo besia no. But there's a way that we can go through such person in terms of counseling to modify the behavior for him or her to accept say, oh, may your bear instead of kwadwo besia no may your kwadwo bear. That's the way we go through.
But I don't say e woni mu no feel said no pena o ni ko counseling. Do you think the counselor no can solve that?
We, in terms of, there are others, they exhibit some bits of anxiety problems and other ways. So medication also helps, but it's more of therapies and also the counseling that we always administer. And yeah, one day job in the yes, be a simple sir. Yes,
okay. Meanwhile, so we are psychiatrists. There's a unim sajama we nyina. Mr. Can you advise the public? What do you think? What advice do you think you can give to the public?
The only advice that I can give to my fellow public is that we should see them as one of our own. We should see them as our brothers. We should see them as sisters. And the best way we can help them is for us to be what? Show love to them instead of the victimizing. No, we shouldn't always jump into conclusion trying to use our religious affiliation or any other your mindset that you want to judge them. No, we shouldn't judge them.
Now,
but there are ways that we can help them to go.
Why not be sorry? You be wonu be ma you be wonu no be ma you be wonu na or say me dear me for so bad no to me pretend you know you are pretending. So don't say you can know the person is pretending, right?
So for that's not as why no so best so now what you to say me kwa kwaji me nwa car bibi na pushi bibi.
That's right. That's right.
Bibi na pushi bibi nti you get to know the pushing na enu na be to me ehu obi anu aye wo not sa bibi na akoba ne sa. So once we see it in that way, that's when we begin to see how we can help the person. But who now start to say who chase now?
Yeah. Hold on.
Okay, BB saying to know why not best sorry I can say to know or quack or take two at the friend is saying at the ubika. That's one you cannot do that comparison. Why? If you say nipa no kana or quack we don't need car or anything from people before we are who we are.
That's right. I know the MC or the Yewekeke. I made that analysis. But or the Yewekeke.
It wasn't a good scenario and answer point.
But what do you mean by that?
May come and say and yes, say ya warn na sa no chance wo ba wi asesa na te ba bibi na be ma akwa mekwa akotwitu akorobu obi because me hia sika dia akoye bibi enti me pa che say obi obehu obefane ne self in such situation o no nanim the ya kan say pushing no kokora so no nanim the reason tia oil. So once we try to see them as one of our own, then we engage them to know the reason tia ebia. That's how we can help.
Yeah, but the point is that you sabi ABS can mu ana
main kinds to say sikan chance and fatu na me ye de ntia obo am ebia minimum obi a me to me go through session or coming out the issue is osano obi repu no
it could be a point.
Nti when ya laugh for them might be in Tafido who in Yanko Bar say on only a more safer to be with than on a bear better. And because of rape, man acco who self to be a cancer lesbian.
Okay.
And so once we get to the program, that's how you. But when we start chasing them, that's why they also keep going away. So that was what I wanted to make. Not because of money to know. No. Obi woni sika baba, but oye say. So once we get to know them and we show love to them, for them to tell us their problem. That's how we can find solution to them.
Na Papa Ness, who knew a session on the chrono or your bear and so over and also a penis there?
Oh, I have seen
And
so
with the
many
me
people that are
who
not
be
in
what
Who be
high.
the who say,
be.
who say, oh,
Yes, yes.
Yes,
and
I
then
said
the
yeah,
cause had the
listen.
what was that? I want to know what was that.
That's one we can only ask
Yeah,
God.
can we about the
Exactly.
mental we illness and mental problems are obsessions no obiane their driver no.
That's right.
Obiane their driver.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
Don't get me
yeah.
wrong. Minimum guys be all about there. They got in by money, sika, will say, and omu different people. But ono ya wona, ono no obema sa wo ba. That person no tete no, unim sa tete no, ne edem ko tu nsu anu ya koku o, unim sa. They go and kill those people.
Me
Eti and then no, what do you think is happening? So obi a yawo no, enye obi a na aye ne bone, ono oba out no, obema osanso wo ba. What you must say?
Pastor betumi asi hɔ ne bia na line ne
Ha
ɛdɔ
me chese
kakra.
obi a yawo no a owo ba no sa wo bema. Sa nipa kro no, wo de hwe o ye mistake ben e de ba ne sa. Eti ono no so de ehi, obetu so bema na obetu so oba no be yusu. Emu de no be yusu.
Yes, of course. Ɔwote me nka once that ɛyɛ ɔbaa ne bɛrima sex na ɛbɛ meki wɔ nipa. Ɔbaa ne de ne deɛ bɛba, bɛrima de ne deɛ bɛba. Beebi wɔ hɔ ma ebetumi akɔyɛ baako release more of nti ɛna ɛfɛ ne congenital abnormalities na.
Enti si say no, sa bema na
Hello.
owo bema na sa wo oba no, de no be yusu.
Hello.
Mrs. Bema na owo bema owo penis no sa wo vagina no. Ono de no be yusu, obetu so oba na obetu so bema no.
So for any day bi ase ye hu bia na ye bi stand the office.
All right, so thank you very much for joining this program. I really love your input and advice you give to people that we should see these people. I mean, I think I should get a doctor and name bisa questions more to see, because yet Tikroma and no man a cover and so I say, yeah, all right, so I mean, this is basically what it is. I like this guy for coming in. It's a very constructive, how do you call it? It's a very constructive, how do you call it? So I really love that. Anyway, so we're about to get off this program. We're about to get off this program and see where we are going to be. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
From the beginning, I was talking about two people that are gays. People that are being born gays and people that are not, that learned it maybe from school, from maybe somebody raped them when they are from childhood and all that. But
all right, somebody send me a text message. Okay. Hermaphrodite is mainly caused by conception disorder. So what do your child do? What are they going to do? You're going to take the penis off or you're going to take the vagina off? Which one? All right, anyway,
if people really listen, that is why these are some of the things I hate to talk about gays and lesbian issues, because no matter what you say, when people have made their mind, you cannot change them sometimes.
Yes.
No matter the noise you make into their ears, it's just like you are talking to deaf people. You see, so you just leave them with their ignorance most of the time. I did said something that we have two different types of gays or LGBTQI. We have some that are born naturally like that. You can say whatever scientists talk about. Scientists make mistakes all the time. Scientists that is not gay or is not lesbian can never identify, no matter what they will do, can never identify what the person feel within. And these are the people that they are bold to come out and say, no matter what you do, this is how I am. This is how I feel I'm born. You can never change that person. People that got it or learn it from somebody, maybe for money, reason, peer pressure, or they were being bullied. These are the people that when you approach them, when they come in contact with you, by, how do you call it, therapy, by maybe, how do you call it, counseling, and when you draw closer to them, you talk to them, when you preach to them, these are the people that they can come out and say, once I was living a gay life, now I'm not doing it anymore. You know why? Because he was not born like that. If you are born like that, no matter what, no matter they will preach to you, today you will say you have changed.
Tomorrow
You
you are
find
back again.
yourself going into it again. But someone who is not born like that, with your therapy and your counseling and everything, you can convince that person to change from that ways.
All right.
And
All
these
right.
same people too, sometimes you cannot change them. They decide that they feel safe within what they are now and they want to be in it. But the thing is that people born like that or not born like that, are they not human beings? Must you treat them like they are not, like, not, don't feel safe to live? It's just basic questions. That is
Yes.
what I said. When you start a program and you are talking, people do not join from the beginning. If they come on the program, instead of them to stay on the program, to listen to what you are saying, before, if they have a contribution, they will contribute or they will ask you questions, they quickly jump into conclusion, which
All right.
is a very bad thing among Africans.
Black Jesus, why did you name yourself Black Jesus?
Don't
You didn't see that coming, eh?
The name Black Jesus, I did not get it for myself.
Okay.
I believe as human beings as we are, we all have an instinct. We all have a spirit within us. If you are very spiritual, most of the time, if you listen to your instinct, you can see or hear that something is talking to you. There is a force that is talking to you. I just woke up one day from bed, from a dream, and the name just appeared to me, Black Jesus. And I'm like, what is Black Jesus? And I just went on Facebook, changed my normal name, and put Black Jesus over there, because I feel I have a tax in this world. There are so many people out there, innocent people just like me, innocent gays and lesbian, LGBTQI community that don't have the voice to talk. People are being maltreated day in, day out. People are being tortured day in, day out. People are being killed day in, day out. And I think the name Black Jesus came just because I am like out and I have the voice to defend and talk for the minority in a majority. That is it. So the name Black Jesus, it just came naturally.
Okay, so basically you're Black Jesus for the people who are voiceless.
Yes.
All right. I think somebody put down, I was done, but somebody put an input right now I'm very interested in. I'm gonna have him talk. Hello?
Hello, Safaro.
Yes, sir.
I like your program. I just wanted to contribute
Thank
small.
you very much.
Okay. My issue is with the program is Collins. Me Tahen or friend is any page, which is a very nice program.
Yeah.
But my issue with him is
Kokosa
this
Empire
was a
president.
this was the time for him to educate Ghanaians about homosexuality.
Yeah.
Because we be fresh, he say, I can say, and more crowd, omo young conda. They are, if you go Google now, Google, there are so many type of homosexuality animals. Omo same partner, efa so many things. This was the time I was educating Crawford. You busan. And one thing I don't like about the LGBT guys is who be some question instead of them educating you now who said yeah no the fasting no the fasting no the fasting. I saw then calling you should sit down steady said you'll be banner or two question man obey me then at man. Oh, there are so many things that also Muslim because who be some man no be now because they don't want to super pass. They should sit down and study. Oh, Basa, about we a friend is a conventional therapy now. About conventional about conventional therapy now. American Medical Association. It has never worked. I don't know the reason. America for current mentally
That one
tonight.
is true.
Ghana, we don't have any facilities, any infrastructure. A bit me. America for current mentally tonight. Ghana. David. Yes, it's now educate them. There are so many things. I say, Ubisoft, man, this and that. Collins and his guys, and they should sit down, do more research. Said Ubi Bar some so many comparisons, which is it doesn't make any sense. Ghana for Yampadisian cry. So this was the time I think or throw so more light on what they are going through. So this is the advice I made them Collins. I love your programming more Ghana for area.
Hey, go for
This is
man
my
afraid
advice for you.
All right, Obi
Collins.
very Guinea. Somebody called me from Guinea. I didn't pick. All right, Unya, but that's it. Let me
Thank you very much.
Somebody called from Guinea. I was just laughing. I was like, hey, Guinea for Liberia for you. Anyway, Collins. So we now know where your Black Jesus came from. Can you wrap up for us? Can you sum yourself for us? In fact, I've disturbed your sleep for the day. In fact, Charlie, hugs for you, man. Hugs.
It's
Hugs.
3:00.
All right, just sum up for us.
Let me just say this small thing. To conclude, I will not say I'm begging Ghanaians. I will not beg for anything. I'm just going to tell Ghanaians that they should, be it Muslims, Christians, Buddhists, traditionalists, chiefs, wherever and whoever are form this country, Ghana, we should see ourselves as one people. If we kill ourselves as Ghanaians, where would it lead us to? Where are we going to end? If we kill ourselves as Ghanaians, where is the Ghana going to be? Where is Ghana going to, how do you call it, go? We are one people. We should love to tolerate each other. We should love to love each other, each other. We should not bring division. This hypocrisy, and this one is a Christian, this one is a Muslim, this one is a traditionalist, will not take us anywhere. We should see ourselves as one people, one color, and we should let love lead. Forget about what somebody is doing in his private room, because what I do in my private room, whether they change or they pass this bill or they don't pass this bill, whether they legalize LGBTQI rights or they don't legalize it, it will not change the price of a kinky in Ghana. It will not change anything as that you are straight.
Yeah.
So we should just let love lead. And the people that keep on saying, even we are not, how do we call it? We are suffering, there is no job, there is nothing moving on in Ghana, and they are now going to add LGBTQI rights. The people, I just want to tell them, if there is no good job, there is nothing working in your country, it's time for you to tell your leaders that this topic about gays and lesbians is not our headache. We should let our leaders do the necessary thing for us. And one thing the gays and lesbians are asking, they are not asking of marriage. They are only asking of common basic rights as a normal human being. That they will feel safe as Ghanaian security and health system. Security and health system. Because when I was also living in Ghana, there are so many times that because I was working with NGOs, people come to you at the office. They will tell you, if I'm sick, I don't feel comfortable to go to the hospital. Why don't you feel comfortable to go to the hospital? Because I'm afraid if I go to the hospital, I cannot open up to the doctor. Tell the doctor that I'm gay and maybe I have gonorrhea, I have syphilis, I have wax. I cannot feel comfortable to talk to the doctor. Immediately, the doctor sees me as a gay person. The doctor will bring a Bible. The nurse will bring a Bible. The nurse will start immediately, instead of the nurse to give me treatment, the nurse will start preaching to me. That's how him say you're born and I will. We have bisexuals in Ghana.
Yeah.
People don't feel comfortable to open up when they go to hospital. People feel shy that when I go to hospital and I tell the doctor that I'm a bisexual, the treatment I'm supposed to get, the doctor will not even mind me. These are what the community is asking for, that give us basic protection. Let us feel as humans, and then Africans will twist the whole thing. That but that is something different. That is the latter part of it.
I'm
So
just
my
reading something here. Somebody just wrote. I say, Papa
yeah.
Ness, you sound gay.
You see, these are some of the things. These are some of the things that this bill is going to bring. These are some of the confusion.
Yeah.
Just because somebody talk like a gay person, somebody somewhere is going to, how do you call it, humiliate and harass the person just because of the way they talk. These
Yeah.
are some of the things that we are talking about. Just because somebody is walking on the streets, shaking the bottles, walking like a lady, somebody is going to assault the person. Meanwhile, we have thousands of people. They talk like women or lady, but they are not gays. Some people are born naturally like that.
All right. So thank you very much, Mr.
Thank you too.
Kroger. Mr. Kroger. Mr. Collins Agbedanu. I like that name. Agbedanu. I like that name. Agbedanu Kroger.
It's a strong name.
Yes.
It
Yes.
has a
Yes.
strong
Yes.
meaning. Lifetime mysteries.
Wow. I like that name. Anyway, thank you a lot. Things
so
delayed.
much.
Things delayed. I felt so bad when I was calling. I said, "Hey, Charlie, I know you're a busy guy.
Will not be going to work.
I know you're a busy
Yes,
guy. You're a very busy guy,
Yeah.
and I thank your
Yes.
followers a lot. I thank you so much for
Thank you
sacrificing your time to come and educate us on these things. Thank you so much. I love
Yeah.
you, man.
Yeah.
I love you.
Thank you. I'm honored.
Who tell you love me too, man? Tell me I love you
I
too.
love you. You know I love you as a brother. You are my big
So
brother now.
that's
Thank you so much. Thank you.
all right. So
For the
thank you so much,
Thank
and
you.
I know that we are going to. I hope we can do this again. This particular thing we can do it
Yes.
again,
Yes.
and talk
Only
more
when there will
about.
be no telephone calls to disturb our interaction.
But it still made the program nice. I mean, you can still tolerate people here and there when they say what they think they
You know
want to
me, I
say.
have the
It's
heart to tolerate
you.
everything.
I know.
I'm never
Ah,
bothered
you.
because these
Ah,
things, I've heard it thousands
yeah,
and thousands and thousands, but I'm still living.
yeah.
So
As for you, are
people
special.
will not like to learn.
Thank you,
It's
Kevin
one of
Taylor.
those things. It's
Kevin
not.
Taylor, thank you very much
Thank you.
for always allowing me to do these programs. And I know this is a very blessed program. It's a good program. Thank you so much for this very minute. Thank you so much. I know you're probably sleeping or taking care of the family. Thank you very much. I love you. I love you so much. And guys, thank you also those who came to support. Please keep on sharing this video so that people it may reach some people who may listen and feel better. And somebody's question may be answered. Okay. And I want us to be very smart about issues and things. God is the only person that can judge people. Let God judge people. Let God judge people. Let's do our part as human beings. Let's love people no matter what. Because if your son is a thief and is always stealing, you're not going to kill him. You're going to try every possible best to win your son back to stop stealing. If your son or your daughter is an addict of some kind of drug, you're not going to kill your daughter because she's an addict. But what you do, you try to help them as much as we can. And honestly, I'm going to tell you, those of you Ghanaians who are molesting and beating gay people and all that, it's a time that we stop those things. Okay? If you can't stand them, go away from them. But don't beat them. Don't cut them. Don't slap them. Don't beat them. Those things are not necessary. Those things are not necessary. If you think there's something wrong with them, please lift up a prayer for them. Let them also live. Okay? Don't kill them, just like you will not kill your child when your child is a thief. Or when your child is an addict. Please, let's be honest about these issues. And I didn't bring Black Jesus for us to tear him apart. No, I didn't do that. I wanted him to come, express himself, and talk. Tell us how he feels and what he thinks. And we all move on. Please, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to Safari TV Africa. I will entreat you to subscribe to Safari TV Africa on YouTube and on Facebook, so that when we have such programs in diverse ways, you can be able to have it. Subscribe also to, with all due respect, Kevin Taylor's platform and also Loud Silence TV. Thank you very much for having the patience and the love. Those of you who were not able to restrain yourself from typing negative things, I understand you. I used to be like you. I was, but when you find people like that, let's think outside the box. Don't beat them, don't hurt them. You don't have to do that. If you can't stand them, just leave them alone. That's my advice. Okay? That's my advice for you. And after you subscribe, always leave a message for me and I will get back to you. The number is 508-340-0006 0069. All right, guys, I love you so much. So, guys, do me a favor, subscribe to Safari TV Africa on YouTube. Safari TV Africa on YouTube, and God will bless you. Thank you very much. I'm blessed to have you over here. Kevin, wherever you are, may God bless you and your family as well. May God bless you. Today I saw you heated, very, very much heated. Yes. Thank you very much, and God bless you all. God bless you all. I love you all.